identifying and analyzing the suppliers that support a company's operations. Most businesses depend on external partners to provide materials, services, or components that are essential for daily activity. Because of this, the structure of the supplier network can directly affect operational stability, costs, and long-term resilience. One of the main goals of suppliers mapping is to understand the level of business dependency in the supply chain. In other words, analysts examine how much the company relies on specific suppliers. When a business depends heavily on only one or two suppliers, even a small disruption can quickly become a major operational problem. Another objective is evaluating efficiency and costs. Supplier relationships influence pricing, operational efficiency, and the company's overall financial performance. By analyzing these relationships, organizations can identify opportunities to improve efficiency and reduce costs. Suppliers mapping also helps assess supply risks. These risks can include delivery delays, supplier instability, geopolitical factors, or the lack of alternative vendors in the market. Understanding these risks allows organizations to strengthen the resilience of their supply chain. During the mapping process, analysts review several key parameters. One important factor is the percentage of purchases from each supplier, which helps identify dependency and concentration risks. Contracts, service level agreements, often called SLAs, and payment terms are also reviewed in order to understand the obligations and expectations between the company and its suppliers. Delivery times are another important consideration, since delays can affect operations and production schedules. Analysts also examine the geographic location of suppliers, because location can influence logistics, transportation costs, and exposure to regional risks. Another key factor is identifying critical suppliers, those whose products or services are essential for the company's core operations. In these cases, analysts also examine whether alternative suppliers are available if the primary supplier fails. The mapping process also reveals common weaknesses within the supply chain. These may include the lack of backup suppliers, strong dependency on one or two vendors, unbalanced payment terms, or the absence of long-term contracts. In addition, analysts look for red flags that may indicate deeper risks. Examples include a lack of transparency in costs, frequent and unexplained price changes, recurring quality issues, or situations where a single supplier accounts for more than 30 to 40% of the company's supply. Another potential concern appears when a supplier is also a competitor, or has a direct connection to the company's owners, which may create conflicts of interest. For these reasons, suppliers mapping is an important strategic tool. By understanding the supplier network, organizations can reduce risks, strengthen operational stability, and build a more resilient supply chain.